sports fans around this big, beautiful blue marble we call Earth in whatever city you may live in. Welcome to episode 166 of the VWU Sports Podcast. I am, of course, the owner and founder of the bar, Mr. Jacob B. You can call me Jake the Snake, JB. Doesn't matter what you call me, just don't call me late for dinner. I am, of course, being joined, as always, by my co-host and barkeep, first and foremost, Mr. Brandon C.
Yeah.
And we're also being joined by our other barkeep, financial man himself, NHNIC, Mr. C. Carter.
Uh-huh.
We're also being joined by our bouncer man himself, Mr. Zach George.
Salutations, fuckers.
Indeed. We're also being joined by our regulars as well. First and foremost, the Savage Man has joined us as well, Mr. Jamal Bedlam. Greetings. And we're also being joined by the Hellraiser himself, Mr. Cody Hagan.
There we go.
Yep. We got a lot. Indeed, and we got a lot to talk about. We got a lot to talk about on this, the 18th of March, 2025. I hope y'all had a wonderful St. Patrick's Day today. I hope yourselves have drunken responsibly and yourselves had a lot of good time and stayed away from the dreads of the pink.
Jacob, St. Patrick's Day was yesterday.
That's what I said. I hope y'all had a wonderful keyword there, had.
I thought you said today. Oh, well.
No, I said yesterday.
No, your ears are off.
No, you said had, but then you also said today. You're good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, either way. But yeah, I hope y'all had a wonderful St. Patrick's Day yesterday. I hope y'all y'all drunk responsibly and y'all stayed away from the dreads of the peaching.
Let's just go ahead and get this show on the way, fellas. Now,
yes,
hold on, Jacob. Before we, dive into the scores and the Vegas odds and such, we have to discuss what's going on in Tampa.
Because the Tampa situation is getting more murkier than the swamp water, and that is murky.
Well, first and foremost, that new stadium deal that the Rays were supposed to participate in, that's dead.
It is gone. Yeah, it is gone.
Mm-hmm.
That deal been shot. I didn't hear nothing about that deal dying.
Yeah, what happened was that a couple of days ago, the Tampa Bay Rays announced on Twitter that they're backing out of the deal. The deal was that they were supposed to get a brand new stadium probably by 2028 or 2029. Now they just came out with the announcement saying that they are not going to move forward with new stadium plans. They're not going to move forward. The Tampa Bay, citing hurricanes and costly delays, will not proceed with the development of a $1.3 billion baseball stadium in St. Petersburg.
Damn.
Yeah. Principal owner Stuart Steinberg said Thursday. After careful deliberations, we have concluded we cannot move forward with the new ballpark and development project at this moment, he said in the statement. A series of events beginning in October that no one could have anticipated led to this difficult decision. Our commitment is to the vitality and success of the Rays organization is unwavering. We continue to focus on finding a ballpark solution that serves the best interest in our region. Baseball, Major League Baseball, and our organization. So under their current contract with the city of St. Petersburg, the Rays would play 3 more seasons at Tropicana Field after it is repaired from the significant damage sustained in October when the roof was shredded during Hurricane Milton, rendering the stadium unplayable in 2025. Beyond that, the team's future in the Tampa Bay area is uncertain. Now, here's the thing, because we have seen this, we have seen this since October when Milton hit.
Absolutely fucked up they shit at the Trop.
So, and that's how come they're playing at Steinbrenner Field, because Tropicana Field is deemed unplayable at this point. Right now, there's no roof.
The roof is literally gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right now there's no roof over at Tropicana Field. Now, I know many people, first and foremost, are questioning, well, how come the Rays can't play at a roofless Tropicana Field. See, here's the thing. The main reason why the Rays play in a dome is because you have to deal with the elements in Florida. You have to deal with the rain, the constant rain, and the constant heat in Florida. So you have to deal with those elements.
The weather in Florida, more specifically the Southeast, it's not a forgiving, more so comfortable type of climate.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad last year when me, my mom, and my granddad went to see my aunt and uncle who lived down that way and go to Disney World for a bit. I'm glad we went at Christmas because if if you try to go to Disney World during the season, you know, April, May, June, July, August,
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be hot as a fucker,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna enjoy yourself.
Yeah. And I think another thing to consider now, many people were also asking how come the Rays can't use Raymond James Stadium. See, here's the thing. First and foremost, the Savannah Bananas had an exhibition game at Raymond James Stadium,
They
and
did.
yeah, and the configuration was kind of odd, but they made it work. Like I said, the configuration was kind of odd, but they packed the stadium with like 45,000 folks.
No, up to 65,000. Believe it or not,
Mhm.
They packed that bitch out like
they sold it out. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
they literally sold that whole out.
Now the main reason why it can't work for the Rays is easy and simple. Raymond James Stadium has never been constructed for baseball. It has been for
No.
football. It has been for football, and I think that's the key problem. Is that if you're going to, you have to get the configuration exactly correct, and that's something which I don't think they can do because especially the line drives, is too narrow. The Like the football configuration is a little bit too narrow for baseball. Like I said, so
Yeah.
even though it worked for Savannah because Savannah only plays exhibition games, it can't work for the Rays. So that's how come the Rays are stuck at Steinbrenner Field at least
At
until the end of
Steinbrenner.
the year. Now, here's also the thing because I know the city is going to fix Tropicana Field so that the Rays will be able to play back in it in 2026. Now, Stu Steinberg was dropping hints saying that he would think it'd be a great idea if the Rays pitched $200 million, the city pitches $200 million, and the county pitches $200 million to renovate Tropicana Field, and they would stay there until 2038. But
I don't know about that.
let me go ahead and tell you because St. Peterburg's mayor says he's like that Peter Griffin me. He just said done because he just wasn't interested. He was just flat out done. He didn't want to do any more business with the Rays whatsoever. So, but whatever happens to the devil, I was about to say devil Rays. Whatever happens to the Rays,
I mean, you can still call it Double Race because fuck all.
That's what.
Hey,
Yeah, that was.
I haven't been that since like what 2007.
yeah, around that point. But unfortunately, that's what happened. Now, moving away from the Rays situation. Oh, speaking of Orlando, you brought up about Orlando. The Dreamers are making a pitch to buy the Tampa Bay Rays and move them to Orlando.
Ooh.
That is a big claim there because honestly, if they can pull it off, it's a big move. It's a big time because the last time we've had a relocation was 2000s when Montreal was bought out and moved to DC and become the Washington Nationals.
Yep.
Now, I think what could happen because there have also been rumors that Major League Baseball is forcing Stuart Steinberg to sell this team.
Honestly, it could be a good thing because that bastard's is so cheap. Any mentions of word of payday and he screams.
I wish he could have done that to John Fisher and the Athletics, but that's beside the point. Bigger thing.
Look,
But
look,
Oh,
look,
here's the thing. Hold on.
look,
Here's the
look.
thing. Hold on, Zach. Here's the thing.
You go, you
Because
go.
I think that if MLB, I can see because what they did was when they was trying to contract two teams, they bought the Expos from I can't pronounce his name, but he went on to become the owner of the Miami Marlins for a time.
Yeah.
But Major League Baseball bought the Expos, and during the time in which they owned the Expos played down in San Juan, Puerto Rico for a little bit before eventually MLB moved the team to Washington and sold the team to local investors for the where they became the Washington Nationals.
Yep. And
So
the rest is history.
yeah, so I don't know where now if they're gonna be able to pull this off because number one, you're gonna have to build a brand new stadium for this baseball team because I don't think they can make it over at Disney. So you probably have to need to build a brand new stadium.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, while the diamond at Disney Wide World of Sports is technically Major League dimensions,
hmm
seating configuration wise, it's
Yeah, I don't think.
too small
Yeah, about to say,
to.
I don't think they could fit the kind of crowd that MLB is hoping for. But anyway,
Yeah.
that's beside
Unless
the
they
point.
decide to give that thing a once over and expand on that land.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's not happening.
Speaking of which, outside of relocation, there could be an expansion because from what we've been hearing, we might be getting a 31st team coming into to Major League Baseball.
Really?
I think that's only going to happen once we get the home situation taken care of for Tampa Bay
Yeah.
and the
Well,
Athletics.
you say that, but for what I've been hearing through the grapevine, there could be works that Nashville in Tennessee could be getting a Major League team, and they could be bringing back an old Negro League team in the Nashville Stars.
Hey, let's
Yeah,
go.
yeah, your grapevine part might need to wait for a little bit until we get the home situation taken care of course. Now, let's go ahead and just move on. But we'll come back to that later. Now, this morning, if you managed to be up, and God help you if you were, Major
Well,
League Baseball.
if you're not a here's the thing: if you're not a wrestling fan, and you're not used to watching Wrestle Kingdom, then we feel sorry for you. But if you are, congratulations, you had a chance to watch a pre opening day awesomeness in Tokyo, Japan.
Absolutely.
specifically at the Tokyo Dome.
Yep. It was at the
You
Tokyo Dome
you
when
got to get.
I was about to say it was at the Tokyo Dome when the Dodgers and the Cubs did battle.
Yep, it was the opening salvo for this year's season, which with the Tokyo series, and Tokyo decided to go all out with bringing in Major League Baseball once again, and they decided for this year's theme, they went Pokemon.
Hey, you gotta catch them all.
Oh, come on.
Come on, bro.
They kind of fitting for the theatrics. They had their own version of Ash Ketchum, and they had mascots. They had Pikachu mascots dressed up in Dodgers and Cubs uniforms.
Well, unfortunately for the Cubs, they played more like a dunce and got spanked by the Dodgers. So
Was
Yeah,
it
they
bad?
got-
going on there?
They got hit with nothing but critical hits.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah,
4-1 victory on the side of the Dodgers, if I'm not mistaken.
Fucking yeet. I mean, yikes. Not
And
yeet. What the fuck?
Shohei did score a couple of runs. So let's see soon.
Shohei did his thing, but you can
Yeah,
almost always expect Shohei to kind of do his thing.
Yeah,
Or you
so
could expect Freddie Freeman to put his nutsack on the Yankees' forehead.
Yeah, that too.
now these two teams they're gonna do battle again in the morning. For the second game of this 2-game Tokyo series. So they're gonna do battle again in the morning.
which is I think tomorrow morning, I believe.
Yep, tomorrow morning.
To round out the Tokyo series. Now, if you're wondering when is literally, when is opening day? Don't fret. We're just about what, 10 days away from opening day?
9.
Yeah,
Oh, 9 days away.
9.
And
Shit.
before you ask, don't worry. Evan has actually been doing his 30 for 30, and Jamal has actually been keeping up on the Vegas odds for the teams that he's actually covered. So, Jamal, can you help us out on the over and unders for the teams Evan has covered on his 30 for 30?
For the past 7 days, he has covered the Seattle Mariners, the Minnesota Twins, the Diamondbacks, the Astros, the Orioles, the Braves, and the Brewers earlier today.
Yes.
All right. So
Let's-
what
The odds.
So what
The
are the
odds for the
odds? Let's start in
Mariners.
order.
The odds for the Mariners are at 85.5. I am going a little under.
I'm going to say a little under, considering the fact of a lot of the offseason moves were in the NL Central. So it's and some of those were in Milwaukee. So I'm going to have to go with it. I'm going to go a little bit under as well.
Yeah.
Who we talking about? Who we talking about?
Seattle.
Mariners.
Oh, that'd be the
okay.
Mariners. Oh, yeah. And considering the fact that they're dealing with a pissed off Astros team, some tells me they're gonna have a deal with that as well in the AL West.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say under as well because not only got to do with the Astros, got to do with the Rangers. So
consider the fact that the Rangers decided to sign a certain player for a 1-year deal. I can't remember his name. I don't know if this is true or not, but yeah, this is gonna be so it tells me Texas, both Texas teams are going to be out for blood.
Yeah, so that should be interesting to see.
Minnesota was given an 83.5.
I'm gonna let y'all go first.
I'm a little in the middle. I'd go a little over, but 84.
Yeah, I'm in that same boat. There's potential there in Twin Cities, but unfortunately, considering the fact they're in the AL Central, there is some good teams there alongside them. But the problem is that when they get to the playoffs, they're facing up against the juggernauts that is, of course, the Yankees.
I was about to say this team choked, and they choked real hard last season. Going from being in first place in the AL Central to missing the playoffs altogether.
I feel like the key word for this team is consistency. So I'm gonna have to agree with Jamal. I'll say barely over, just by a game.
Yeah, I think
same.
Yeah, I'm going to say under. I'm going to say under because it takes a while
I think that's fair.
it's going to take a while. If you're going to do a choke job that bad in 1 year, it takes a while for you to recover.
Fair enough.
Arizona Diamondbacks were given 86.5. I'm a bit unsure. I'll go a little over because Evan did hint at them being a potentially dangerous team to deal with. A little over.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to agree.
I take the over.
I have to agree, considering the fact that that they're in the NL West and they're facing up against the boogeyman that is the Dodgers. So that is a big threat. So I would see them as a heavy sleeper. So I would take the over just by a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna go over as well. Now they got to deal with the Dodgers. They got to deal with the Padres.
Yeah,
so,
Padres. Definitely agreed with the Padres as well. Yeah, definitely.
So I'm gonna go over.
This is not the first team to have an 86.5, as the Astros followed up with the same number. I will give them the over though.
Yeah, over.
Yeah, with all those, even though they lost Alex Bregman to Boston, they have been doing some good offseason moves as well. And a lot of re-signings as well. So safe to say, Houston is going to be gunning for blood, and to keep the AL West as theirs. So so I'm going to go with the over as well, and my Stros are going to be looking for blood in the playoffs.
Let's see. Last year, Houston got swept out the door by, if my memory serves me correctly, Detroit.
Yeah.
Who ended up? I think they ended up losing to New York anyway. So
yes. So I think can Houston win another division title? It's possible. I mean, we know that Justin Verlander is gone. I think he went out to San Fran.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he went to San Fran.
So, but the hitting is still there.
The bats are there.
Yeah,
It's
the
the
bats
it's
are
the
there.
rotation. It's the rotation.
Yeah, it's the pitching that's a huge question mark.
So,
But
It's the rotation.
sounds like the Orioles for a lot of years.
We'll get to the Orioles in a minute. But I think I'm gonna go over for the Astros. Hopefully, given the division that they're in, because you got the Rangers coming, you got the Mariners coming. I'm not even going to think about the Athletics or the Angels. But
those two teams are just basically cannon fodder.
If they could stay healthy, and I know we'll get to Atlanta in a minute, but if they could stay healthy and stay consistent, this could be a dangerous team.
Oh, definitely.
Speaking of Baltimore, they were also given an 86.5. I will give them the over because it feels like they're the actual biggest threat to the Yankees.
Yeah.
That I agree with. Some tells me they've been waiting for a season like this to come, and they've been finally they got all the resources they need. This could be the year those birds start pecking.
Yeah. Baker or whoever's controlling the camera right now, camera on me right quick.
Send it to Zach, man.
From what I remember from other sports podcasts and research, we got a bunch of young kids coming up in the farm system, and we've got some young kids from last year who are now vets who are going to be sticking around with us. Although we have a few notable pieces were either lost or given away, such as Heston Kjerstad, and I think
Gunnar Henderson, if I remember correctly.
No, you still got him. No, Baltimore still got him.
We still got Gunnar. My uncle went to a spring training game and took a picture with him and got his signature.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't Gunnar. It was what was his name?
Kjerstad, we let go.
Oh, Kjerstad, and there was someone else. I'm brain farting there.
But anyway, yeah. I think if we can keep the same consistency with the bats, and our pitching can manage to stay awake for a goodly portion of the season, we're like I said, we got a bunch of youngins coming up, and we're still young and hungry, so we're gonna come with our hammer cock. The rest of the division best watch out.
The Orioles are the 7th oldest team in baseball, so not that young, unfortunately.
Yeah. I just want to point this out. The Orioles are good during the regular season. It's the playoffs that you need to be wondering how, whether or not have they learned, how are they ready to step up to the next level.
Because that's the thing, because the playoffs are a different animal altogether, and you got.
But I do see the Orioles go over 86 wins this year. I think they will go over 86 wins.
Definitely. They're definitely going to be hitting the over easily.
Yeah, and I definitely do think. Hold on, I definitely do think the Orioles they're gonna give a fight to win the AL East from the New York Yankees. Especially now that the Yankees pitching style took a hit with Garrett Cole getting ready to have Tommy John surgery. So
most definitely that AL East is going to become a three-horse dog fight. Sorry, Toronto and Tampa.
Yeah, I think that. So I definitely do see the over.
The Atlanta Braves were given a 93.5. I think it's the over because Atlanta seems like a team that should be scary to deal with.
Atlanta's always been good, though.
Well, I mean, Atlanta, yeah, but the only thing is, it always comes down to one person, if not multiple. That one person I'm talking about is Ronald Acuna Jr.
True, But
Yup.
the thing is, here's the thing: have they learned their mistakes of putting all the stress on Acuna and started building pieces around him to become the threat that they are, that we know they can be?
My concern is whether or not if this team can stay healthy.
Yes, that was their Achilles heel from last year. Man, they were basically a glass cannon, you know.
Yeah. Everybody on the Braves was dropping like flies.
Yeah,
And somehow, some way, they still made the playoffs. Now,
2 words for you: Chris Sale.
Now, of course, it didn't help that they got swept out the door by San Diego. But hey, if they can stay healthy, they can go over 93 wins. They could probably get 100 if they can stay healthy.
Most definitely, they can hit they can hit triple digits easily. But the thing they need to worry about is conditioning and health. If they can conquer those 2 things, they're definitely a massive threat in the NL East, and they're going to be a massive threat deep in the playoffs.
yeah.
I still give them the over.
Most definitely.
But
they got to worry about 2 other options for Fireball in the AL East.
True. There's true with Philly.
The Mets.
True with Philly, the Mets. True with Philly, the Mets. You know.
I'll still give them the over.
Yeah, I agree.
That's fair, but the big thing is you got to keep the injury demon at the clubhouse.
Yeah, you got to keep that bug far away from the clubhouse if you want to keep.
Easier
said than done.
Yeah, true.
Then again, Freddie Freeman played against the Yankees while he was completely beat up and still made the Yankees his bitch.
With a busted ankle and busted ribs, and he still fucked them over.
Freddie Freeman did a Cal Ripken impression.
And a Kirk Gibson.
I was gonna say it's more Kirk Gibson than Cal Ripken, but
basically maybe it's a mashup. You know, he did a remix.
And the final team was the Milwaukee Brewers that were given a 82.5. I got them lower.
Give me the under by a bit.
Yeah, I gotta have to say the under. This offseason was just torture for them.
Yeah,
and by a good bit too.
Yeah, hold on. I just want to point this out. As a Brewers fan, I'm going to have to go under. Free agency pretty much hit the Brewers like a brick.
Not only a brick, but more like a Mack truck full of bricks.
They lost some key players on this team, and I really don't know they have a backup plan for the players in which they lost. So I'm going to have to go.
It is.
This may shock everybody, but what was it again? 82.5.
Yeah.
I'm saying slightly over.
The hell?
Oh, he's got balls. I like
the balls on this lad.
Let's hear Brandon now.
I'm saying slightly on this one, slightly over, because the only teams you got to worry about in the Central, that you shouldn't sleep on is Cincinnati and Pittsburgh.
That could help them in division wise because the only teams they got to worry about is the Cubbies. Then you got Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. You know.
Yeah, and not to mention St. Louis
and the Cardinals and the Redbirds. So division wise, that could help them.
And so just it's been like I said, I'm still gonna go a little bit under. Although it wouldn't surprise me if Milwaukee wins the NL Central again, because they pretty much did the same thing last year. Last year, folks voted them off. They said they wasn't going to go to the playoffs. They went to the playoffs. They won a playoff game, but they still lost to the Mets in the wild card series. So
yeah. So they could win the division, but some tells me they're not going to win it by default.
I forget, Carter. Since you're a Brewers fan, didn't y'all with the wild card series, didn't y'all lose that in straight games?
No, it was not a sweep. It was not.
No, it went to a game 3. It went to a game 3.
Mm-hmm. That's how come I said they won a playoff game.
Yeah. My
Mm-hmm.
my bad. My memory gets kind of hazy sometimes.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did get swept by Kansas City. Nothing new there for Baltimore.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
Yeesh.
all
yeah,
right, but
yeah. Don't remind me.
all right. Well, anyway, folks, that's baseball for you. Like we said, spring training is still going on, and we got 9 days until the 2025 MLB season officially gets
Kicks.
underway.
Oh, by the
So,
way.
Officially kicks
Oh,
off.
by the way, one last baseball note for those of us that are baseball gamers. If you weren't fortunate enough to pre-order yourself a special edition and get that week's early access, MLB 25 is officially out as of midnight. Like,
Yep,
mm,
MLB
uh,
The Show is now officially dropped on PlayStation 5, PlayStation, and Xbox. If you want to experience yourself going through the ranks from amateur to college to the show, get yourself go for it. They've revamped Diamond Dynasty as well with brand new stuff as well. They've also gave franchise a brand new shiny coat of paint as well. Also season 3 of Storylines is now underway is now dropped with the Negro Leagues getting themselves some brand new stars you've never heard about, getting themselves a chance to shine under the spotlight.
mm,
oh yeah,
mm.
I
And
better. Josh
that's
Gibson better have the highest overall in that fucking game.
yeah, that's
I
understood.
mean, considering the fact that dude, from what I've heard from stories, that dude can make a bat, can use a bat so much he can leave dents on it. I'm not surprised.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Josh Gibson was as as the as the Diamond Dynasty and Battle Royale players like to say about high overall cards, crack.
Literally,
Mm.
he can hit a ball so hard you can actually hit a crack from 2 counties over.
All right, then. All right, that's
Let's
enough
go.
game talk for one show. Let's go ahead and head out to the gridiron.
The free agency insanity still continues even now, even though the free
Mm.
Yep,
agency period literally just started like maybe a day or two ago. Or
Mm.
a couple
Yeah.
days ago, more
Yeah.
specifically, but nonetheless.
Well, first and foremost, we have a retirement. Before
oh,
we.
Yep.
oh, trust me, Carter, that's on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well let me tear through everything.
Well, go ahead.
All right, this is everything I managed to gather over these past couple of days. So I will run through everything as quickly as I can.
All
The
right.
the Titans gave up Westbrook Irvine to the Miami Dolphins. Xavier Woods is heading to Tennessee. Joey Bosa is now a Buffalo Bill.
Oh God.
DeMar Hamlin is returning to the Bills. Kenneth Gainwell is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. Van
Damn.
Jefferson is going to Tennessee. Michael Pierce from the Baltimore Ravens has retired.
Oof.
Marcus Mariota will stay with the Commanders. One of the biggest moves of the offseason, Evan Ingram is now with the Denver Broncos. Kevin Zeiker, a former Raven and a former Lion, is now heading to Tennessee. Benjamin St. Juste is heading to the Chargers.
Right.
Jonathan Jones is heading to Washington. A.J. Dillon will be backing up Saquon Barkley in Philadelphia. Gardner Minshew will be backing up Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City.
Lol.
Sterling Shepard is staying with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kareem Hunt is staying with the Chiefs. Mason Rudolph is a Steeler once again.
Yep. He's
Taylor
good.
Taylor Heineke is heading to the Chargers. Herbert. Is
Mm. Hold on, Jamal. I think you got a little bit.
To the Chargers.
Yeah, I was about to say, hold on, Jamal.
Juju.
I was about to say, I was about to thought for a moment that you had a little bit issues with your mic.
I think it's Streamlabs, but
No.
yeah, please.
Yeah, you were going robot for a bit.
Yeah, but okay, let's try
The hell?
Let's try this again. Continue.
Juju on that beat. Back to Kansas City.
Mm.
Kyle Juszczyk stays with the Niners. Paris Campbell is heading to Dallas. Another big move. Jordan Mason is backing up Aaron Jones in Minnesota.
Holy shit!
On news that makes me very happy, as we talked about on Sunday, Cooper Rush is backing up Lamar Jackson.
Hey, yo. Let's go.
Speaking of Baltimore, Tylan Wallace is staying with Baltimore. Thank God.
Neat.
Derek Stingley gets a $9 million extension to stay with the Texans. A $90 million extension.
Jesus.
Azeez Ojulari is going to Philadelphia for $4 million for 1 year. Juan Thornhill is heading to Pittsburgh. Dear God, help me. Ronald Darby to Houston for $2.5 million for a year. Brandon Graham, a former Philadelphia Eagle, now retires after 15 seasons and 2 Super Bowl rings. Shout out to him.
Not
Good job on
bad.
your 2 rings. And the biggest story of the week, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins finessed monumental bags from the Cincinnati Bengals as Chase will walk away with a 4-year, $161 million extension, while T. Higgins gets a 4-year, $115 million extension.
Damn, boys.
Ooh.
Wait.
Any
Damn,
comments?
boys.
Any
Damn,
comments
boy.
are free on the table.
Damn, boys. Way to get a bag. But the real question is, are y'all gonna live up to that price tag y'all got?
I got a more important question. Don't they have a defensive player they need to satisfy?
Well, apparently they're trying to be in talks with Trey Hendrickson now, which I think is kind of risky considering there are plenty of teams that could use him.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that he's looking at T. Higgins and Jamar Chase, said, "Hey, I want my cut. Give me some money."
Speaking of T. Higgins,
Hey, break me
he
off.
made a wise move, in my estimation, by going with the same agent as Jamar Chase,
What
which
a
I
move.
think was a very intelligent decision because he got himself more money than I think he's actually worth.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you said finessed, didn't you?
Mm.
I mean, game is game. You got to get your money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Well
know if this is
said.
the right move for Cincy because Pittsburgh is fortifying their defense, while the Ravens are essentially fortifying their offense. I'll be honest with you, even with all that high-powered offense that Cincy has, fact of the matter is, Cincy is 1-9 against Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
You only beaten us once, and that was the 1 year you went to the Super Bowl. And even then, you still went even with us. So
Now, speaking of Ronnie Stanley, I think you mentioned him, but he said he was happy to get the Ravens a bargain on this deal. This deal that it was a team-friendly 3 years, $16 million deal instead of testing free agency. Now, Stanley's decision, as he explained, came down to loyalty.
that's not too shocking considering he had higher offers on the table from the likes of Washington, Kansas City. There were teams willing to pay him out money, but he chose to stay with Baltimore, which would help us out.
Loyalty to a team is something you love to see.
True.
I mean, if he wanted the bigger bag, I wasn't gonna be mad at it either, because I know Kansas City would have definitely paid him good money to have him guard Mahomes.
I weren't gonna complain about it neither, but
Hey, they
Like-
would have backed up the money truck to get this guy.
like you said, Bedlam. Game is game, and a bag is a bag is a bag.
Mhm.
There's a couple of questions I have on the table here. I think with the moves that are being made so far, call me crazy, but I think Denver's the only team that could get the best of Kansas City.
Ooh.
Well,
I'm gonna remember you said that.
I mean,
well,
Here's my
okay.
thing. I don't trust the Chargers, not in the playoffs at all, because this is they got to the playoffs again and end up losing to a team they had no business losing to at all.
Yeah,
Yes, they got further than they should have with Jim Harbaugh. Fair credit to them, but am I entirely convinced that they're gonna win a playoff game, especially with Justin Herbert's luck? He's performed awful when the chips are on the table. So has Lamar, but Lamar at least has 3 wins. Herbert still has yet to get one. Why should I trust the Chargers?
Hey, if you right, you right.
Now, let me just bring this up real quick because the mega casuals brought up about Cooper Kupp getting signed with the Seahawks, so he's going home. And here's his reaction.
I see you guys are taking the same approach as last year to this offseason. No. I think we've made less moves this year. I genuinely can't decide whether or not your decline is hilarious or kind of depressing to watch. Okay, it's not like we've been completely inactive. Go on. We're making a push to sign Cooper Kupp. No, you aren't. Yes, what? Wait. Oh God, you broke him. Reports literally came out from reliable sources that we're making a push. Dude, just give it up. We know that you submitted an offer, but only to take the lens off of those two. Yeah, Dallas was nice and all, but let's be real. Dallas ain't shit, and they'll never amount to anything. Keep running your mouth, and we'll see where that gets you. Maybe it'll get me a podcast where I spew the first things that come into my head. Oh, by the way, you left your makeup, nose, and wig at the facility. I figured I'd leave it at the circus for the player who thinks she's gonna be extended anytime soon. Okay, yeah, that might be the reason for the Cup report, but that wasn't even us. It was Jerry, wasn't it? It was Jerry. Does that guy tell you anything? We're as in the dark as you guys, except for your stadium. Because the sun shines on the players' faces. I got it. Well, Cup just signed with the Seahawks. Damn it! You guys being America's team is literally the perfect nickname for you. I feel like this isn't going to be followed by a compliment, because you guys are constantly disappointing everyone. You have the loudest and arguably most annoying fan base in the entire world, and you think that you're the center of the universe.
What that makes so much sense when it comes to Jerry Jones, comes to the Cowboys, as we bring in our boys Matty Dangerously and the Weevil.
Stop humans of all genders.
All right, yes, welcome in, gentlemen.
There's like 2 other teams I think that could have the distinction.
What the hell is that intro from Matt E?
The Patriots. The Patriots could also be considered America's team. And the Chiefs.
Really.
And the Chiefs.
Bum ass.
Now,
I'm still.
I mean, if you want an explanation, I will gladly put one down.
We're good.
we're good. Now, which reminds me, that's another thing you commented on.
Okay, who is ready for their free agency grade? Doesn't it seem irrelevant to grade free agency without seeing a snap played by these teams? Stop using logic! Ow! And since you're trying to get out of hearing your grade, I'll start with you. Dang it. D-. Oh. It was actually higher than I was expecting. The only reason it's not an F is because you're not in negative cap space. Yet? Yeah, that Purdy contract is gonna hit like a bus. Coming from the team paying Sam Darnold $33 million a year. That's not a lot. Seattle, you get a B. Feels low. I mean, all these additions are phenomenal, but how is Sam supposed to throw to all these weapons without an O-line? I knew I forgot something! You're not alone in forgetting something. Why'd you look at me? Who's your quarterback? I'm so scared. That's why you get a D. The rest of your roster actually looks really great. It's a shame it'll all be wasted. Please don't say it. Chicago gets an A and hate it here. You hate getting an A? We've been the off-season champs for the last 3 years. It doesn't mean anything. And joining the Bears with an A is Washington. Please don't put us in the same anything as Chicago ever again. Honestly, fair. San Francisco and Pittsburgh struggling while Chicago and Washington improve. Where the fuck am I?
Good question.
Honestly, that speaks for all of us. Where are we?
Yeah.
Welcome to NFL free agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everything can turn upside down in an instant. Meanwhile, we're still waiting on where Aaron Rodgers goes. Is he going to go to the Steelers, or is he going to go to the Giants, or he could go to Minnesota?
Ship him
If
to
Aaron
Pittsburgh.
If Aaron Rodgers don't hurry up and make his fucking decision already, I think people are just getting tired of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think everybody's getting tired of his bullshit.
Yeah, at this point, he might as well just retire, man. You basically
He might pull a Brett Favre fully. It actually says he'll retire, then he'll unretire, go to the Vikings.
Nobody likes Aaron Rodgers' waiting game.
Oh no, he ain't done being Brett Favre unless he goes to a state and robs them of their welfare money.
Okay. Fair enough. He ain't done the full Brett Favre.
Well, I mean, he might have did Brett Favre a little bit worse considering the whole vaccination thing.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Good point.
That's the point. That's the point.
Yeah, good point. All right, folks, let's just go ahead and move on.
And the fun begins here.
Trust the podcast process.
There we go.
Oh boy.
Paul George is out for the rest of the season. And I say, damn, Philadelphia, how mid are you?
It's safe to say that knee injury came back to haunt him because he had to get an injection in his knee and unfortunately they told him, yeah, you're done.
Yep.
Well, you can focus on that podcast now, and while you're at it, tell Embiid you need to retire. No,
very
seriously.
sad.
Seriously, he needs to retire.
Let me remind y'all that as soon as Embiid went out for the year, his jersey went from $99.99 to $19.99.
You could just basically say he went from his jersey went from $100 retail to $20 retail.
Yeah.
How have you lost this much value from a player who was supposed to be your future? Nope. How have you pulled this off? And trust me, we'll talk about teams losing value since they got rid of their star in a second. But how do you do that? How do you do that, Philadelphia?
Yeah.
You wasted your time on a dude who's injury prone, he flops a lot, and he injures other players. Congratulations, Philly. You ain't shit.
You fucking idiots.
And you're not making it to the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
Guess who else ain't making the playoffs? The Pelicans! I know we said it on Sunday. Let's still repeat it again. The Pelicans are gone.
Now, let me just hit this real quick because back to the 76ers for a second. They're 23-45, and they're lucky that Miami Heat is slumping. The Heat have lost 8 straight ball games.
Damn.
So they're lucky that Miami is slumping. They're slumping hard.
Also, they're and be lucky that they're just tied with Brooklyn in the Atlantic for near dead last in the Atlantic Division, or else they would have gotten the door already.
Mm-hmm.
A whole bunch of mediocrity. That's what I'm hearing.
Also, we also got
a whole bunch of goddamn mid.
Also, we got some crazy ass news to talk about this week. Over in Chicago, Cody brought this up. Over in Chicago, when the Bulls were not playing, the United Center hosted a Disturbed concert.
Oh yeah.
and unfortunately. And unfortunately, some of the young guys who made the stage did not get the measurements correctly because, well, I think we got the footage that speaks for itself.
Whoops.
Yeah, that wasn't part of the state. That wasn't part of the plan.
Whoops.
They're gonna have to get those replaced and remade. You know.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be facing a big fine from that.
Well,
No,
just
someone's
do
getting
it.
fired. Somebody's
is
getting
going to
fired.
take that personally.
Yeah, somebody's getting fired. Literally, somebody's getting fired.
Yeah. Whoever the pyro guy is gonna be looking for a job tomorrow morning if he's not already.
Yeah, so it's really unfortunate of what happened. Something tells me, I forgot the same guy who owns the White Sox also owns this team, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, him.
Get ready to get his checkbook.
Yeah.
Now, the Thunder, I think we brought this out on Sunday, but the Thunder are in trouble for sitting their players.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Are you not worried about their health?
Now,
NBA looking kind of sus right now.
That's not a good sign for OKC.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing, because earlier this month, the Thunder sat out their entire starting lineup against the Portland Trail Blazers, triggering an investigation by the NBA for potentially violating the league's player participation policy.
Again, I'm sorry. They're worried about player health, not only just participation. Screw you.
Well, here's the thing, and I think I just think here's the thing for the NBA. Look, I understand that they're trying to do this because they know that they have their thing about the consumer, and the consumer comes to the game, and the consumer expects the starting players to play. And when that doesn't happen, they become a little bit disappointed. But here's the thing. These are not robots here, folks. These are real human beings. You can't just run them
exactly.
You can't just run them up on the court back and forth without them experiencing some kind of fatigue. Now,
even robots get fatigued.
Yeah. And I remember. You remember this thing called True Hoop TV back in the day.
Yeah,
they did a segment, an animated segment. You can find it up on YouTube where they talk about why did we have 82 games, and they talked about that even big players need to rest because they don't want to worry about fatigue and losing fatigue or getting injured or any of that crap.
Now, Tracy Morgan was at Monday's game between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, and let's just say that whatever Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan. And let's just say wherever he ate, didn't agree with his stomach.
Food poisoning.
By the way, the Thunder are 12 games ahead of second place. So I don't blame them for not resting their people. Why would they care?
I mean, no problem there.
So in a phrase I always use
every
once in a while, give them a break.
But I just want to point that out. So Tracy Morgan, he threw up on the sidelines.
Oh
boy!
By the way, if you don't know who Tracy Morgan is, I think he's a former NBA champion and one of the best team players of 2000.
No. Tracy Morgan's the actor. You're talking about Team Act.
Yeah, you're thinking about Tracy McGrady. We're talking about Tracy Morgan. He used to be on Saturday Night Live.
Oh man, my brain. Oh wow, my brain went somewhere else. Okay
then.
Boxamania.
Thank you.
Well, might as well just where is it?
NBA.
No.
I know what he's looking for. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, so, but here it is.
Dummy, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, but
Yeah.
Something tells me the staff, the concession staff might be embarrassed that they had one of their best, that an awesome actor got sick from their food.
Oh, by the way, Gerrick and Matt, yes, we spoke about baseball earlier.
Girl, I told you that already. You didn't have to read Matt's comment.
I heard. Now, I think also it's unfortunate what happened to Tracy Morgan. So he said that he was smiling from the hospital bed, so he had to go to the hospital. He's doing a little bit better.
Yeesh. No, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's feeling better.
He said he also suggested humorously that perhaps his health episode spelled good luck for the Knicks. Wait a minute, you mean to tell me?
Wait, what?
What kind of reverse juju are you talking about?
Huh?
Good luck, Charm.
What kind of back?
Hold up, release. You're not gonna catch me in this genjutsu.
Yeah,
he's psychology genjutsu as the fuck.
Yeah, he posted this on Instagram. He said, and I quote, thank you for all your concern. I'm doing okay now, and doctor said it was food poisoning. Appreciate my MSG family for taking such good care of me, and I need to shout out the crew that had to clean that up. Appreciate you. More importantly, the Knicks are now 1-0, and I throw up on the court. So maybe I have to break it out again in the playoffs.
Hey.
Don't do it.
Yo, that's dark as hell. I love that.
Lucky Charm with a puke by Tracy Morgan.
Superstition ass.
Speaking of the Knicks, they're essentially a lock for the postseason.
Yeah, no kidding.
With a Lucky Charm puke by Tracy Morgan.
They're going to get that ticket soon.
Yeah, they're gonna get their ticket punched up. They already got 2 punched. And speaking of which, one of those tickets is gonna be shining a little brighter, and that's the Cleveland, because they just got their upgrade because they actually clinched the Central Division.
Yeah, they won the Central. So congrats to them.
Rainbow by Tracy Morgan.
I think it's gonna be very, very interesting to see how they're doing the playoffs. So it should be very interesting for us to see that.
Considering that they got the top.
All right.
Considering Boston is still the top team to beat in the NBA right now.
Yep.
Well, whether you like to admit it or not, Boston is the boogeyman of the NBA right now.
As Jose said it best.
Jose
said it best.
So it should be very interesting to see how the playoffs are going to be. Now then, speaking of Boston, tonight. We got about 4 games to. What is it? 4?
4
games. 4 games tonight.
1, 2, 3, 4 of them hoes.
Yeah, one of them is actually.
Watch it over there. First and foremost, over in Charlotte at the Spectrum Center, we got the Hawks and the Hornets.
Oh, good luck with Trae
I would
Young.
make a joke there, but I don't want us to get us canceled, so let's not say we did. You can check this game out on FanDuel Sports. Wow, I think both of them is going to be on FanDuel Sports South.
Yeah, one is south and the other one is southeast. So
okay, southeast. Okay, thank you. When I'm seeing on Yahoo Sports, and they both said FDSS, so I kind of figured it was both south.
Yeah, so one is south and one is southeast, and chances are, this is gonna get carried by the Hornets. Gonna get carried by
the south, and Atlanta's gonna get southeast.
No, Atlanta's gonna be carried by the south. I think Hornets gonna be carried by Carolina.
Everything southeast.
Okay, fair enough.
Over on NBA TV, the Nets travel to the Garden, the TD Garden, that is, and they're gonna play against the Celtics.
Good luck with that, Brooklyn.
I'm expecting a blowout on that game.
Yep.
Definitely.
If we don't win by 20, I'm gonna be upset. At least.
Now, also tonight on NBA TV, we got the Milwaukee Bucks and the Golden State Warriors.
Ooh, interesting game.
That's gonna be a good game.
If you don't want to miss, if you don't want to see it if you don't have NBA TV, it will be on NBC Sports. NBC Sports, California, actually, because
I think it's
California because they're
Bay Area
brand. Yeah, NBC Sports Bay Area, yeah, and and also FanDuel Sports Wisconsin for our Milwaukee boys.
Mm-hmm. Now, and the nightcap this evening goes out to the Intuit Dome. We got the Cavaliers and the Clippers.
Yeah, that game's going to be on FanDuel Sports Southwest if I'm correct.
I think the Clippers games usually be on Prime Ticket.
Yeah, well, it says FanDuel. Okay, yeah, well, I think Yahoo Sports needs to update, but it's also going to be on FanDuel Sports Ohio for our Cleveland natives.
I think it's that or the.
Question.
Go ahead.
How did the Warriors lose to a Jokic and Murray-less Nuggets team?
That's what I want to know.
You know what? Your guess is as good as mine.
That's not a good sign.
Not the Warriors out here choking and shit.
It's not like they ever had the lead. They were getting beat that whole game.
Mm-hmm. And let me just
Aaron Gordon was the one that led the charge on that game.
Man, if the Nuggets can beat the damn Warriors without Jokic, man.
Really? I know Jamal Murray? Wow. How would you lose to them like that, Warriors?
Yeah, that says a lot.
Two words, Matt. 2 words. Aaron Gordon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Aaron Gordon had 38 points last night. Boy. But Steve Kerr got a whole lot of explaining to do, trying to figure out this mess.
Yes, the fuck he does.
But by the way, congratulations to Steve Kerr, excuse me. Congratulations to Steve Kerr, the head coach of the Warriors. Congratulations to Steve Kerr. He's now the Warriors' all-time winningest coach.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
So, he passed the late great Al Artis of who used to coach the Warriors. So congrats to him. All right. Anyway, folks, let me get myself adjusted a little bit. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic.
Away.
8 goals, bitches.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are 8 away from the he's 8 away, and he's got a big time matchup tonight. In fact, the puck's going to drop in just a few minutes. At the Capital One Arena in DC as the Capitals go head to head with the Red Wings of Detroit.
Well, first and foremost, before we discuss tonight's games, we knew this time was coming, and for San Jose, that time has come.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, the first Uber of the season has arrived.
Yep. So San Jose.
It took us a damn while.
Yeah, it took us a while. No kidding.
But you knew who it was gonna be.
Yeah. So San Jose, it's been great. It's been fun, but you're done.
Hey, San Jose. You Uber outside? Yeah, you could have said that back in October. The future is teal, huh? Well, that's good, because the present mad sorry. This team was barely old enough to drink. What were they even supposed to do this year?
Damn, those Shark Tanks are getting
Sam. He was so young, I can't even get him in the bar.
These guys put more effort into their theme nights and custom logos than they did their own hockey team.
That says a lot, honestly. The fact they spend more time on their marketing than they did on their hockey team. That says a lot.
Yeah.
And they have 1 year lease left with the SAP arena.
Something tells me they're going to get an extension. They're going to get an extension.
They like them, so there's no way they could leave them. They got to give them something and build a new arena. That arena is very old.
I don't think they need to replace the SAP Center.
They might renovate it, but they're not going to get rid of it.
Right. They should.
If they keep, as you guys brought up, renovating and keep it up to date. I don't think
that was built in 1990. Or,
Mhm.
yeah,
it
I
was
think it was
built when the
1990 or
Sharks
1992.
debuted. It was built when the
So-
Sharks
Yes.
debuted back in the 90s.
Yeah, I mean, so that's more power to it. I mean, this ain't like it's this is the Commanders football stadium, Northwest
Yeah, let's
Stadium.
not go there.
So you know,
I mean,
Yeah,
well,
let's
well,
not go
the-
there and say we did.
Right. Thank you.
the less we said, the better.
But also, let me go ahead and bring this up. Next season, Nashville, Pittsburgh, you're going to go to Sweden. They're going to play some games in Sweden next year.
Wow.
Nice. I like it.
Okay.
Nice.
So, hockey fans, you're in for a treat. We're sorry that the
All you have
Predators are
to
still.
do was follow the
Oh,
damn
there's this
train.
guy.
Oh, what happened? What happened to you, Jose?
I think either traffic got to him or he locked himself out.
No, actually, I just I walked back and forth. Let's just say that I walked up, then I came all the way down.
Well, okay then. That's understandable. We're talking hockey right now, Jose.
Oh, cool. Okay,
yeah.
So I want to start off quick again. Till it gets out the way. Zach, what's Ovi's count?
8.
8, still at 8. All right.
8
I do want to point something out. Right, we all know that San Jose's eliminated. That's given.
Yeah, we just played that
That's
Uber.
literally the quick. I don't know how to put this, but what's San Jose doing? What are they doing?
We said this. They are not
practically doing what the Rockies were doing.
Basically.
Giving up.
Rebuilding.
All right, that's easy.
Yeah,
I do want to
rebuilding.
also point out that I believe that Dallas and Vegas are still in a close heat for the Central.
No.
It's
Dallas is in the Central, but Vegas is
in the Pacific.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Now,
Okay.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling Obi's gonna get at least one tonight. Not that
he
we're back
will.
home.
I will not. I will not deny that. The one thing I can deny is simply how. I think I said this on I think it's on Happy Hour. How Vegas got shut up at Detroit, which I'll be honest with you, seems a bit embarrassing, don't you think?
Well, to be fair, the Red Wings are doing a little bit better this year.
Oh, definitely. So there's nothing to be upset about. So
they're in the thick of in the Eastern Conference wildcard spot. In fact, they're like a point behind they're 2 points behind New York for that last wildcard spot.
Yeah, definitely.
Which New York?
The
Rangers.
Rangers. Okay. Now
them Rangers.
We're gonna get to that later, but I'm looking at the standings here. Florida still having the top of the leaderboard of the Atlantic when it comes to the Eastern Conference. Tampa Bay just behind them, along with Toronto.
Yeah, I'll hold off on that for a second because with how since we're in March, we might get ready to head into April. It is a complete toss-up. No one has clinched a playoff berth yet.
No one. We just finally got our first.
You know what?
We just finally got our first Uber.
Here's the thing, right?
Go ahead.
That's a good thing. That no one has clinched a playoff berth yet. Do you want to know why?
Go ahead.
Why?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, but we may need to batten down the hatches in case shit gets real.
I think another thing to consider is that considering that no one has clinched yet, pretty much tells you how competitive the NHL is this season.
It just shows that the NHL needs to get some more. Is one of the most competitive leagues in the Big Four. You know,
so that's saying something. Now, like I said,
I would say the NFL is also competitive as well.
Well,
not much, but NHL is definitely there. I'm gonna be honest with you, in terms of blood.
Well, like I said, also keep this in mind. The battle which people pretty much are watching out for is the President's Trophy because Winnipeg and Washington are pretty much battling over it.
Yeah, they're basically at each other's throats. Winnipeg barely has the league by 2 points, believe it or not, for the President's Trophy.
Yeah. So I mean, that's really something to
A win tonight would bring us level.
Yeah, well, keep this in mind. Winnipeg does have one of the tiebreakers is that they have more wins than Washington.
They have the tiebreaker. So,
See,
so
in the
even if
NHL, if you have more regulation wins, then if there's a tie, they usually go to wins.
yeah,
So
they go
that's
to
how they break
regulation
the
wins.
tie.
So
Yeah,
those overtime losses will come back to bite you.
So like I said, they don't usually do coin flips here, so that's just something to look forward to. Anyway, we do got some big games tonight on the ice, as we brought up.
In fact, 3 games has already dropped. It's already dropped the puck as we speak. I talked about this. Capitals and Red Wings has already dropped the puck over at the Capital One Arena. Best believe Zach's going to be keeping an eye on that. We see if Ovi's going to get closer to Gretzky.
Yep.
He ran over at the Garden, MSG Garden this time, Madison Square Garden. The Flames and the Rangers, they just got started.
And also at Le Centre Bell, we got an all Canadian matchup as the Canadiens de Montreal go head to head with the Ottawa Senators.
You know what? Ottawa's looking pretty good this year. They want to stay. They're in the playoff hunt, but they also want to make sure Montreal stays behind them. So should be interesting.
Most
over
definitely.
at the I want to make sure I got their names right. The PPG Paints Arena.
That's easy. Yeah.
We got the Islanders and the Penguins. They just got started.
Yep. All these games started. If you want to find out, you can check them out on ESPN Plus. If you want to get more localized for the Washington Detroit game, you can check them out for Washington. You can check them out on Monument Sports, or for Detroit, you can check them out on FanDuel Sports Detroit.
I'm actually watching the hockey game right now.
Awesome. Keep us updated when you can. Anyways, for the Penns Islanders game, you can check them out on ESPN Plus, Sportsnet Pittsburgh, or MSG Sport. And for the Rangers Flames game, you can check them out on ESPN Plus, or for your Rangers fans, you can check them out on MSG. And of course, for Canadians, you can check them out on ESPN Plus or TSN.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. We got a goal. Rangers just scored against the Flames.
Rangers, Blue Shirts draw first blood. In the first period. Wow.
Yeah. One name has done that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say one name has done that. Artemi Panarin.
And it's not just them. The Canadians draw first blood as well at Le Centre Bell. 1-0 Canadians.
Yeah. Devo back.
Now if we
scored the goal of that game.
We're not gonna do well. Ooh.
Yeah.
What up?
Also coming up later. I was about to say, hold on. Coming up also later on this evening over at the Tire Factory, we got the Blues and the Predators.
Yeah, about the Bridgestone Arena. You can, like we said, ESPN Plus will be helping you out. If you want it more localized, you can check it out on FanDuel Sports South or FanDuel Sports Missouri.
Tire Arena. Bridgestone Arena. Yep.
Yeah, but they make tires, so that's how come I call it.
That's fair.
Yeah. Also over at the AA Center, we got the Ducks and the Stars.
Careful! The Stars decide to put the Ducks with the spine on the pine. Yeah, you can check it out. On Victory or KCOP for our local boys. Local boys.
Yeah. Also,
now I did say that Dallas is definitely an underdog to watch in terms of spoilers. I'm not lying.
Now, also, let me make sure I got the times right. Over at the United Center, let's hope they don't burn any more banners while they're over there. Over at the United Center, we got the Kraken and the Blackhawks.
You really had to go there, huh, Carter?
Yeah. You can check this out on Chicago Sportsnet, KHN, or Kong.
Yeah,
I think KHN is the Kraken Hockey Net, and Kong is, I don't know what Kong is, honestly.
Kong is a television station in Seattle.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, KONG, Kong.
Yeah, we do have a game that's going to be on ESPN tonight at 9:00 over at Rogers Place over in Edmonton for our boy Hako. It's going to be a Pacific matchup as the Oilers go head to head with the hockey club.
Interesting.
Hold on, Jacob. The hockey club is in the Central Division.
No. Oh yeah. Okay, never mind. It's an interconference matchup then.
Okay, then hold on. Time out.
Hold on.
God damn it,
Kind of weird because kind of weird though.
Yeah.
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 That's twice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Now
Wow.
over at the Rogers Place twin sister, the Rogers Arena, you got the Jets and the Canucks.
Another good Canadian hockey battle.
Another interconference matchup to round out the festivities.
The Jets need this win to keep Dallas in second place in terms of the Central Division.
And they need. Oh, go ahead.
No, hey boys. No goals yet, but we're already showing a better mindset, much more aggressive.
Rest assured, Jose, right now, Winnipeg has an 11-point lead over Dallas in the Central Division.
Safe to say they might be putting that division on lockdown.
Yeah, I won't go that far yet because as Jose is about to bring up, Winnipeg could screw this up, so you never know.
Fair enough.
That's how it is. Good. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, but that's a lot of action on the ice tonight, and that's almost like everything is at stake. And I'm pretty sure Zach is doing some scoreboard watching.
The reason y'all can't see my face right now is because I've actually got Met Stream full screen. I'm watching the game live as it's happening.
We can still see your face. No, I just want to bring that up. Anyway, let's go ahead and go across the pond.
All right, girl.
Give it on.
Honestly, it's a good thing that a certain Brit's not here to rub any salt in, so we're kind of good.
Not yet, he isn't.
And also,
don't count on it yet.
And also, keep this in mind, fellas. We can't stay here long.
Right.
Fair enough. We'll keep it short. We'll try to keep it as short as possible.
Short as possible. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
You know, let's get the one thing out of the way clear. Newcastle. They have won their first major trophy in 70 years.
That's crazy.
They did.
Winning the Carabao Cup against Liverpool 2-1, and I think is
in a great matchup.
Is Liverpool getting worse each game?
Hey,
First
boy,
the Champions League. Now we lose the knockout. Now we lose the final in the Carabao Cup.
Hey, on the plus side, you're in first place in the Premier League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, assuming we don't bottle it, we're still 12 points ahead of Arsenal. And the next game is back from break is a derby against Everton.
Oh, good luck.
Hey, boys, no goals yet, but stat update. LT, Logan Thompson, had second most wins by a goalie in a season.
All right, just give us updates on the goal. Just give us updates on the goals, all right, buddy? All right, Zach.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
All right, continue, Guru.
Okay. So, what else? So that was a real bummer. But over the weekend we had quite a few
results on the Premier League.
Yeah,
we had Everton.
Yeah,
we'll take it.
Yeah,
we got this. All right, I'll help him out. Everton and West Ham end up with a draw, 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nottingham Forest defeated Ipswich Town 4-2.
Another lose to Ipswich Town.
Yep. Man City and Brighton kiss your sister. 2-2 draw.
And Wolves in the Tank Derby won 2-1 over Southampton. So they now have a 9-point gap over the drop zone. So they are safe for quite a bit.
So so far.
Yeah, Brentford defeated AFC Bournemouth 2-1.
Goal alert! Hello.
Dylan got it. Yeah. Dylan Strom got it. Absolutely sniped it.
Who scored? Who scored? Which team scored?
Caps goal.
All right.
Caps Drew first blood.
Okay.
And then on Sunday we had 2 London derbies. Arsenal beat Chelsea 1-0.
Man, Chelsea's been bad lately.
Oh, they didn't have Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer was out for injury, so there's that.
Yeah, that's the reason. I had it.
Fulham beat Spurs 2-0.
Man,
Colts on Tottenham.
Yeah, Man U defeated Leicester City.
Hey! We got the points we needed.
Also, as you guys brought up, in the Carabao
Bowl.
Carabao.
Carabao Cup. As you guys
by the way,
up,
about Leicester, they are the first team to lose 7 straight home matches in top flight history without scoring. That is a new level of bad.
That's bad.
And you're on a relegation.
As you guys brought up, like I said, back in the Carabao Cup.
Carabao.
Yeah. The Newcastle United defeated Liverpool 2-1.
Yeah, like you already stated.
Yeah, first cup since 1969.
1995, actually.
Okay,
actually, 1969 is when they last won a title. Their last major trophy was 55.
Yeah.
Also, in the international friendly, Guatemala defeated Honduras 2-1. Yeah, so that go show you. And I think not too many people care.
Also, the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup has begun tonight, and the first round begins the.
Hartford Athletic are leading the New York Shockers in the U.S. Cup 2-0. This game just got started. That's at the half.
halftime.
Yeah. Miami FC and Naples United FC are tied. That game is underway. The New Jersey Alliance FC and Chattanooga Red Wolves are tied.
More like New Jersey Alliance.
Yeah.
New Jersey.
And Minnesota Paradise and FC Naples are also scoreless. So
there's so many of these.
There's going to be a lot more tonight and the next two nights. So
so let's just start while we're ahead. Saturday coming up. Over in the hopefully in the FIFA World Cup qualifying. Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein and North Macedonia. They're gonna do battle. Also, Moldova and Norway are going to do battle for the World Cup qualifying. Montenegro and Gibraltar. They're gonna do battle. Later on, we got Czechia. God, I'm butchering these names.
Trust me, I've been there. I know how it feels to butcher names. It sucks.
Faroe Islands, they're gonna do battle. We also got the nation we shall not name and Estonia are going to do battle. Yes, I can already hear Gurek seething. They're gonna do battle. Wales and Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan,
Kazakhstan. They're gonna do battle. Also, a lot of these there's a whole lot of these World Cup qualifying. So bear with me. Togo and Mauritania. They're gonna do battle, as well as Sudan and Senegal.
Yep.
Yeah, so I don't think the Premier League is playing this week. Are they?
No, none of the leagues are really playing. Except only a few top flights. Only a few leagues are going to be playing, but most of the, but even then, not every team is going to be playing.
Most of them are on break for international break.
And the CONCACAF Nations League finale is this weekend. The semifinals will have the USA against Panama and Mexico against Canada, and and the winners and the respective winners and losers will meet in the final on Sunday, I believe it is.
And the third place matchup. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
So like if you're a soccer nut, there's a lot of games for you to catch, both on the World Cup qualifying and the U.S. Open matchups. So should be very, very most intriguing. All right, then, fellas, let's go ahead and shift to the meat and potatoes because there's a lot to talk about.
Oh, here we go.
Yes, we do. Because ladies and gentlemen, the train is now full on both sides. 68 teams from both the men and the women have entered, but only one will cut down the net in April at the end of March to be known as national champions. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the madness.
Well, first and foremost, the madness is already underway because the first four games, in fact, one of them has already taken place even as we speak. Right now, this game is getting ready to head into the halftime. St. Francis is leading Alabama State 39-32. The winner of this game is going to play against the number 1 seed on Thursday.
Against Auburn.
Yes. So should be most intriguing. Now, I have a story.
Someone's getting fed to Auburn.
Yeah, somebody get ready to head on off to Auburn's dinner table. The question is who. Now, I do have a story to report, and this story is gonna break a whole lot of hearts. So let me go ahead and explain. South Alabama's season is over after the team's NIT invitation was rescinded in a matter Coach Richie Riley called unacceptable.
Oh, yeah, I saw this story, and it was bullshit, honestly.
Yeah, Riley told AL.com he was informed late Sunday evening that his team had been invited to the NIT because UC Riverside declined its invitation due to a previous commitment to play in the College Basketball Invitational, a tournament with no NCAA affiliation. However, shortly after Riley informed his team that it would play in the NIT, UC Riverside got out of its commitment to the CBI and accepted the NIT bid. I tell Sunbelt Conference Commissioner Keith Gill and NCAA Senior Vice President of Basketball Dan Gavitt, I'm going to tell my guys. They're like, go ahead. So I told the team. Riley told AL.com. Gill and Gavitt called back whatever time it was, 10:45, 11 o'clock. Dan's like, no, UC Riverside is back in. I hate that we had to do this. This is unacceptable. You can't do that. The NIT and Sunbelt Conference called South Alabama's invitation premature in statements released Monday and apologized to the program. Oh dear. As the top remaining at-large team not selected to the original field, South Alabama was prematurely contacted by the NIT on Sunday as a potential replacement team to fill out the 32-team bracket, the Sun Belt said in the statement. With all 32 teams accepting their NIT invitations, this opportunity did not materialize. We regret the emotional impact this chain of events had on South Alabama's student athletes and want to congratulate Sun Belt Coach of the Year Richie Riley and his team on a historic season, including a Sun Belt regular season co-championship. Let me explain something here. Now, I'll come back to this story later. Let me explain here because, first of all, what happened to South Alabama was awful. I mean,
most definitely. It was bullshit. It was something magical, honestly.
Mm-hmm. And you go, so first you tell the team, here's your invite because UC Riverside is decided to go participate in another tournament. Now all of a sudden you turn around and say, we have to rescind that invitation because UC Riverside changed their minds. They're going to play in the NIT. So South Alabama season's over.
That was a mess.
Mm-hmm. And it's really, really frustrating and a head scratcher that this happened. And I tell you what, first of all, if I'm South Alabama, I have every right to be pissed.
I
You
would
know,
sue. I would sue the fuckers.
yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't go as far as saying sue, but
I would send this straight to the NCAA. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's the
Ladies
thing.
and gentlemen, welcome to Suits.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that this happened to South Alabama. Unfortunately, and I checked all the other all the other postseason tournaments, and I didn't see South Alabama in either one of them, so their season's over. And it's really, really frustrating and unfortunate that this happened to them. And if I'm the NCAA, they should have found some way to make this right. I mean, after all, they are over the NIT now, so and they should have gone and made this right. And because if you knew that UC Riverside was going to change their minds and go to the NIT, you should tell UC Riverside, hey, look, no backseats. You can't change your mind now. You say you're gonna go to the college basketball invitational, go. But you can't all of a sudden just change your mind and go to the NIT and take away South Alabama's bid. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, most definitely.
It's just really, 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 really unfortunate. Now,
Indeed.
yeah, I just want to point that out. Now then, as a matter of fact, heading to March Madness, here's the final top 25 of the regular season.
Yeah, here's yeah. Let's talk about the let's talk about that as I pull that up as well. Here it is, boys. The last top 25, top 10 of the regular season. Duke and Houston stay atop of the number one seeds as the number one slots in the top 25. As Duke takes number one in the nation, and Houston takes number two.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You notice? Hold on. You notice something? No, the top four teams, all four of them are number one in their regions.
It
Duke,
makes sense. That's
Florida and Auburn.
Yeah, it is. Indeed. At number 3 is the Florida Gators. The Florida Gators. At number 4 is the Auburn Tigers.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon picked Florida.
Since this is the last time we'll see the AP top 25, can we go through the whole thing?
Sure, because
you know what? That's fair enough.
Yeah, because
let's finish the top 10 first.
Hold on, Jose, because next time we see the top 25, it'll be when the tournament's over. Number 5 is St. John's.
Yeah, number 5 St. John's moves up. Number 6 is the Volunteers of Tennessee. Nice job, lads. Number 7 takes a dip is the Crimson Tide of Alabama.
Mm-hmm. Number 8 is Michigan State. Hey, wait a minute. Are all these teams number 2 teams in the regions?
They are.
Yeah, they are actually. They are actually.
Number 9 is Texas Tech.
Number 9 is Texas Tech. State's put. Number 10 is the Cardinals of Louisville. They move up to the top 10. Nice job, lads.
Yeah,
boys.
Yeah, they won the ACC. No. Duke won the ACC. The ACC tournament.
What were you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know why I was about to say Louisville. But Maryland's number 11.
Maryland gets to the top 15 at number 11 in the nation.
The Terps.
The Turks, the Terrapins. Number 12 is the Clemson Tigers. They get at number 12.
Mm-hmm. Michigan jumped up 8 spots to number 14. That's
that's impressive. You're a little ahead there, but
Wisconsin's number 13.
Big jump was Michigan there, but number 13 is the Badgers of Wisconsin. Nice job, boys. We talked about Michigan being number 14. Drop down was into 15th was the Cyclones of Iowa State.
Mm-hmm. Memphis is number 16.
Son of a bitch.
Number 16.
Hold on, wait a minute. Something tells me
I'm guessing
just tied the game.
I know that's that.
Detroit scored. Fuck.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
God damn it.
Figure. Yeah, we know. Say your frustration for the back of the ball. Number 7 is BYU. Number 17 is BYU. Number 18 is Kentucky.
Number 18, they take a drop. Is the Wildcats of Kentucky. Somewhere So yeah, the biggest drop was the Aggies of Texas A&M. They went down to 19th in the nation.
Not a good look right there.
Yeah, number 20 is St. Mary's.
Yep, St. Mary's went to 20th in the nation. They still in the top 20, but so that's good. And the final five, the bottom five is the Wildcats of Arizona at 21st. They stayed put.
Boilermakers of Purdue, number 22.
22nd in the nation. Somewhere Cody has got a little smile because he at least one of his Indiana teams made it in the top 25.
Yeah.
The Missouri Tigers got in at number 23.
Gonzaga Bulldogs take number 24, and number 25 is Wayne K. Hayes' team, the Oregon Ducks.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So overall, though,
now, as you just mentioned, St. Francis and Alabama State is playing in an hour and a half. Up 5 go to St. Francis. But you got to remember, though, coming up, we got the Aztecs and Tar Heels.
Yeah, that's the other. That's the other first four of the night.
Yeah. Speaking of the Tar Heels, they got one of the last spots in the tournament, and West Virginia missed out on the tournament. West Virginia's governor wasn't too happy about it.
No, they weren't. No, they were not.
No, the governor, Patrick Morrissey, lashed out at the men's NCAA selection committee after the Mountaineers were among the teams snubbed. And he asked his attorney general to investigate and work closely with the NCAA to ensure that the process is transparent and fair.
So much so that people were asking that possibly one of the committee members, who is actually the athletic, if I remember correctly, the athletic director of UNC, kind of did a little scale tipping.
I don't think he did any scale tipping.
Yeah, he actually said this.
Hold on, wait, stop.
Hold on. We doing that now?
Which one
now?
Well,
I remember when Florida State did something similar with football.
I
remember
that. I remember that. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing: win. This is not a difficult lesson. Win.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Good point.
Yeah.
Simple.
Let me go ahead and finish. West Virginia deserved to be in the NCAA tournament. Come back to that in a minute. Morrissey standing at election with the sign reading National Corrupt Athletic Association said Monday in Charleston, West Virginia. This was a miscarriage of justice and robbery at the highest level.
All right, knock it off with the violin.
Shut the fuck up with the violin, goddammit.
Hold on. Let me
I haven't even played my favorite song yet.
Hold on. Let me explain something. West Virginia, they went 19-13 this season, and they had 6 quad 1 wins this season. But you know what did them in? They lost the opening game of the Big 12 tournament to last place Colorado.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. They lost to a last place team, and they want to complain about not being in the tournament? I'm sorry. It sounds like your vagina is hurt.
Oh, that is exactly what it is.
I got one better. Hey, West Virginia, to steal a quote from Eric Carmen, do you have a little sand in your vagina?
I remember the last laughing starting to complain when you lose to a terrible basketball team.
Hold on. Let me be fair. Let me not insult women like that. There are women who are tougher than West Virginia.
You're not wrong. Fair enough. You're not wrong.
Win your games when you're asked to. This is not a difficult formula.
It's simple enough. Just win. To quote the late great Al Davis, just win, baby.
Yep, simple.
Here's a better idea. Don't suck.
Yeah. But boys, as crazy as this sounds, we have to remember, as the governor of a state, it is technically within his power to call for an investigation.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's just them whining.
If he wants to call an investigation on something, call an investigation on the racism going on in his state. But we gonna leave that alone.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. Here's the thing.
Fair
Hold
enough.
on. Time out. Here's the thing.
And human rights, but that's
Yeah, hold
also
on,
another thing.
Hold on, Greg. Hold on,
Wait,
Greg.
time out. Here's the thing. And what the governor should be the governor has other things to focus on rather than bitching and moaning that the Mountaineers didn't make the NCAA tournament. What happened was easy and simple. North Carolina won a couple of their games in the tournament, in the ACC tournament. You didn't. You had an opportunity, but you lost to last place Colorado. So just go back to the drawing board and go back from scratch and start over.
Stop your bitch. Stop your bitching.
Hey.
I actually said that North Carolina is basically going to be playing with house money because, and some tells me North Carolina is going to be one of those Cinderella teams you want to back up on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't think I think they will win today, but I don't think they're going to last that long.
Mm-hmm. I agree, but you never know. The madness is always shown insanity always wins.
Now, I would tell the governor that go out and prove them wrong, but the Mountaineers declined an invitation to any tournament, postseason tournament. So, sorry.
Oh, so you can't even prove them wrong.
Yeah, sorry.
Wow, what a pussy! If you want smoke, bring the smoke. If you gonna bitch, bring the heat. If you're not gonna do it, shut the fuck up.
And so I will say go prove them wrong, but no will. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go from the men to the women because they unveiled their bracket.
Yes, they did.
Yes,
right
they
after.
did. They
Speaking of women who are tougher than West Virginia.
Yeah. And safe to say, I'm proud of my Tigers. They made it in as a 3 seed, believe it or not. So I'm happy as that.
Yeah, here's the thing though. LA, for some odd reason, the committee thought it'd be a great idea to put LSU and UCLA in the same region.
Yeah, the Spokane region, believe it or not. It's Spokane, Washington.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And in this region, as not only will they have us and UCLA, but they also got NC State, Baylor, Ole Miss, Florida State, and Michigan State as well.
Yeah. So
that is the bracket of death.
Yes. Now
that is your beast bracket.
Yeah. So UCLA is going to play against the winner of the first 4 game.
If you think that is bad, look at the second region.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on for a second. So UCLA going to play against the winner of the first 4 game. Then we got the 8-9 between Richmond and Georgia Tech.
As we talked about, Ole Miss, they're going to take on against, I think that's Ball State.
Yes, Ball State. That's the 5-12 game. 4-13 is Baylor and Grand Canyon.
On the other side, we got Florida State. They're taking on George Mason. George Mason. For my Tigers, we got San Diego State.
Mm-hmm. Your 7-10 matchup is Michigan State and Harvard.
Yep.
And your 2-15 matchup is NC State and Vermont.
Yep, that is the Spokane region of the bracket. As we go to the Birmingham bracket, the first of the Birmingham bracket, we have on the 116 matchup. I feel sorry for this team because they're facing off against the reigning champs. That is South Carolina. That is Tennessee Tech Central.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's Tennessee Tech. Yeah, so they're gonna be on the Lady Gamecocks table.
Jesus.
We
almost scored.
Yeah. Your 8-9 matchup is Utah and Indiana.
Somewhere Cody. Well, if Cody wasn't here, did he be happy knowing that his Lady Hoosiers actually got in?
Yeah. Also, your 5-12 matchup is Alabama and Green Bay.
Yep, and And Zach's gonna be a little smiling because his Lady Terrapins got in. The Maryland's got the 4 seed. They're gonna take on, I do believe, Norfolk.
Yeah, Norfolk
State.
Norfolk State. Thank you.
Also, now your 6-11 matchup, West Virginia is playing against the winner of the first 4 game. By the way, we'll get to the first 4 game as soon as we get through this bracket coming up. So that should be very, very interesting. Your 3-14 matchup is North Carolina and Oregon State.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna make a joke here. Hey, look at that. At least West Virginia actually has a team in March Madness, but it's for the women. Ha!
Ooh. Well, your 7-10 matchup is Vanderbilt and Oregon.
Yep, Vanderbilt and Oregon for your 7-10. And finishing out the Birmingham region, the Lady Blue Devils of Duke with the 2 seed. They're taking on Lehigh.
Now,
guys, hold on. Before you go any further,
what's up?
The Texas Rangers has signed a 1-year deal with Patrick Corbin.
I actually saw that. I saw that and I was like, really?
That's an intriguing signing right there.
Yeah, and if you ask me, this is kind of a fresh air for Patrick Corbin because guess who's the one person they should have done that to if you're the Nationals?
That would have been him.
Well, him, yeah, but think of one other person.
I'm brain farting here. Frick.
Bryce Harper.
37. Stefan Strasburg.
Steven Strasburg. Yeah.
Wait a minute, isn't he retired?
He is, because Washington wasted his talents.
That is true.
The dude was a beast. That dude could sling that thing like a damn like nobody's business. He had an arm.
Yeah. All right, now then back to the tournament.
In the second in the other Birmingham region, because they split them up into 2 different in 2 sections.
Hey boys,
on the second region, don't you realize that we got a possible rivalry matchup in the
Which one?
16?
Oh, really? Which one?
Duke, North Carolina.
Ooh.
That's distinct possibility. Batten down the hatches.
Yeah, that's a distinct possibility.
That's a derby right there. But hold up, boys. Update. 1-1 end of 1.
Okay.
So the first period is even Steven. Okay.
All right, now then to the second Birmingham region. Texas is going to play against the winner of that first 4 playing game.
Which is
hang on for a second.
I'll
let you know in a minute.
It's William Mary's and HPU. I think that's High Point.
Yeah. Let's see here. Your first 4 games, by the way. First of all, Princeton. This is tomorrow. Princeton's gonna play against Iowa in the Regional 3 first 4 game. And
that's second Birmingham.
And Regional 1 in Spokane is Southern and UC San Diego. So the winner of Southern and UC San Diego,
let's get slaughtered.
Yeah, you're going to be on UCLA's
Southern University. The Jags of Southern University, the Lady Jags. Oh God.
Yeah, so you can be on the table
for the Lady Bruins. Yeah. Continuing on with the second Birmingham region, the 8-9 matchup is the Fighting Alumni. I know I butchered that, as they take on the Blue Jays of Creighton University.
Let me back up for a second. Texas is going to play against the winner of William and Mary and High Point.
Thank you.
That's what I thought.
Alert! Free agency alert! Miko Hartman.
Now what?
Miko Hartman, Super Bowl winning Miko Hartman, has signed with the Packers.
Wow!
Oh! Wow! The Super Bowl team just got sliced.
Another weapon for Jordan Love. Interesting.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
I guess Green Bay had themselves a butcher's knife, which is fair because the Packers are a meat packing team, so it makes sense. Anyways, The
Your
5-12
matchup is going to be the Lady Volunteers of Tennessee and South Florida.
Yep. Then for your 4-13, it's the Lady Buckeyes of Ohio State taking on. I do believe this is Montana State.
Yes.
Thank you. On the other side, in fact, believe it or not, the second Birmingham region will actually have the third and final first four matchups. Believe it or not.
Yes.
As Michigan
Michigan is going to be awaiting the winner of the Princeton Iowa State game.
All right. There you go. All right. In the 3-14, Zach's going to like this. The Lady Irish will go head to head with Stephen
F.
Austin. Stephen F. Austin University. Thank you. The 7-10, you got Louisville going head to head with Nebraska University.
And your 2-15 matchup is TCU and Fairleigh Dickinson.
All right. Then in your final region, which is Spokane 2. Of course, the final number 1 seed goes to the Lady Trojans of USC. Congratulations to Ray.
Trojan women.
Oh. Don't do that again.
What the hell is that?
Don't do that again. Just don't.
Yeah.
Anyways, they're going to face off against UNC Greensboro. Thank you. Your 8-9 matchup will be California going against Mississippi State. So
that's going to be a very intriguing matchup. I think.
Hold up. Did anyone mention USC?
Yes.
Yes, we just did.
Lady Trojan.
Trojan women. The fuck you gonna do about it?
Hey,
first of all, I was about to say this is the first time in a while that both Mississippi men and both Mississippi women have made the tournaments. So
yeah, this is a historic moment that both colleges, men and women, have made the tournaments. You know,
good for them.
And meanwhile, Duke and UNC are literally doing it back to back.
They're doing it on a regular pace. They're basically
they're doing on a regular basis.
They're basically the table setters, and they're just like, this is new. They're like, where you been?
Yeah, right. Your 5-12 matchup is Kansas State and Fairfield.
Yep. And your 4-13 is the lady is Kentucky. Wow, Kentucky actually got both men and women in. Nice. As they take on Liberty. Liberty.
Yeah, they
never do that again.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. On the bottom half of the bracket, your 6-11 matchup is Iowa and Murray State.
Yep. Your 3-14 is Oklahoma taking on Florida Gulf Coast.
Your 7-10 matchup is Oklahoma State and South Dakota State.
Wow. The entire state of Oklahoma is going dancing on the women's side.
And your 2-15 matchup, Lady Red Wolves, you better sit down and brace yourself. You got UConn.
Yep, Arkansas State. Good luck. You got the Lady Huskies.
Uber outside. Just get in, girls.
Yes, the tournament, and like we said, the tournament started today with the first four on the men's side. The first four for the women will start, like you said, tomorrow. Tomorrow, and the actual tournaments will start on Thursday night.
Well, it starts for Thursday for the men. It starts
Thursday
on
afternoon
Friday
for the men.
for the
women
women.
will start on Friday night. On Friday.
So that's a lot to swallow, and I'm not going to point this here and out because we did our brackets for ESPN Tournament Challenge for both the men and the women, and I just simply put for my winner on the women's side, I put UConn because I think UConn.
I'm the same way because
they're a dynasty.
Yeah. I think UConn is back with a vengeance. No, actually, I take that back. I didn't pick UConn. I picked South Carolina.
You picked South Carolina for the repeat. Yeah.
I picked South Carolina because I know South Carolina is still sore. They lost to UConn during the regular season. But here we are, tournament time. They can lick their wounds. Get ready, brace yourselves, get yourself ready. And I think that this is a battle tested team. And basically,
it's funny you say that, Blade, because I picked UConn to win it all.
Yeah, Brandon actually went with the safe bet.
Brandon was the one that picked UConn.
Yeah, Brandon went with the safe bet and went with the Huskies. Went with the Huskies for the on his tournament bracket.
Mm-hmm. Now, like I said, that's for the women's side. On the men's side, that is a complete toss-up.
Oh yeah, the men's side, that's a complete wash because it's basically you basically got a who's who on who to pick. You know.
I actually made two.
Wow, he had the double dip just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with doing another bracket.
On my second bracket, I had St. John's winning it all.
You know, honestly, I'm gonna follow Brandon's right.
That's gonna be tough.
Yeah. I'm gonna make another one.
Bracket.
You got Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I picked Duke.
I also picked Duke, but
Duke is kind of the safest bet, so I don't blame you guys.
Yeah. So, but I think it is definitely a complete toss-up. Anything could happen. As we said, March Madness is here.
What ain't bad a choice, to be honest.
Yeah, so brace yourself because we're in for a very, very, very busy month of March. So, on that note, yep, it's just about that time.
What did we learn on the show tonight, Greg?
Oh God, I saw it.
What the hell is that?
I saw it.
That is our new segment.
Okay, hold on. Let's put a little context. For those who's never had the chance to check out late night talk shows, that was a nod to the Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Yes.
Brandon looks
okay, legit. I scrolled up. I saw these last calls. I was like, "Oh, Carter, you son of a bitch."
hey! You can thank Jamal for that for the idea.
No, we have Jose.
Oh, okay. Let me fix that. Thanks, Jose. You gave us the idea.
I didn't want to give you.
There you go. Now you know, Ron. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, because Jose was the one who said, "What did we learn?"
He's embarrassed. He's legit embarrassed.
Yeah, he asked a simple question. What did we learn?
Ron, simple enough that in the NFL, money will take you anywhere except if your name is Aaron Rodgers.
Oh God.
Let me go ahead and go run through some scores real quick before we turn out the lights here in the barn. First and foremost, this game's about to give it ahead in the halftime. Just about. Atlanta is leading Charlotte 62-53.
No surprise there.
Yeah. Well, here's a surprise right here. This game is in the first quarter, so anything can happen. But the Nets are leading the Celtics 22-18.
I swear to God,
early.
If the Nets beat the Celtics, we will laugh their asses off. Sorry, Gurok, and sorry, Zach.
You're all right.
No, to be completely fair, Brooklyn's weak and undersized.
Yeah, but Boston tends to play down the competition at the stupidest points imaginable. So them is not impossible.
Yeah, we do.
Agreed.
So your point is moot, Brand. Sorry.
Yeah, we got still to come coming up.
I'm not bothered.
Yeah, still to come coming up. The Bucks and the Warriors and the Cavaliers and the Clippers. That's still to come. Meanwhile, over on the ice, checking in. After the first period, we're tied at 1 apiece between the Senators and the Canadiens. Also, after 1, the Flames are leading the Rangers 2-1. After the first period, the Penguins are leading the Islanders 2-0. We're tied at 1 apiece over in the nation's capital between the Red Wings and the Capitals.
Yep, 1-1, end of 1.
So, and of course, we still got to come. In fact, coming up in a few minutes. We got the Blues and the Predators. We got the Ducks and the Stars. We and at around 7:30 Central, that'd be 8:30 Eastern. We got the Kraken and the Blackhawks, and later on tonight we got the Jets and the Canucks. And meanwhile, back on the college hardwood for a second in the first 4, I believe this game is still at the. Yeah, this game is in the second half right now. St. Francis is leading Alabama State 46-40. Winning that game, well, good luck.
They're about to get slaughtered by Auburn.
Yes, all I gotta say is just good luck. Because you're gonna need it. And in the morning, very early in the morning, it's the second game of the Tokyo series between the Cubs and the Dodgers. So that's a whole lot to look forward to. It'll be a busy week heading down the stretch, getting ready to close out here. That's all there is to it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen.
So also over the weekend, the inaugural Unrivaled League had its first champion. It was Rose Basketball Club, led by Angel Reese, who actually wasn't playing. Lando F1, the F1 series kicked off with Lando Norris taking the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, in a rain-soaked track as well too.
Mm-hmm.
And in the golf, Joaquin Neiman and Rory McIlroy got some titles. The latter of which came to a playoff in the Players, and errors will be made is where my notes end. So that's it. Close this out, boys.
Well, I just want let me just go ahead and bring this up. If you like what you see, first and foremost, subscribe to this channel. Then like this video, share this video, and when you do subscribe to our channel, please hit the bell.
I'm late. There it is.
I thought for a moment there that Jose was passing a stone.
Yikes!
Yeah, I thought for a moment that Jose was passing a stone.
We're gonna fight now, aren't we?
Yeah. So that you would know whenever we stream. I want to thank Gurk. I want to thank Jamal. I want to thank Matt. I want to thank Zach. And want to thank, well, you know what? Cody didn't even say a word on this show.
Cody left.
Yeah,
it's good for us.
Yeah, he didn't say a word.
Hey, wait a minute. Brandon actually making something funny for once?
Considering the idiotic thing he said before we even started the podcast, you want to invite someone who has less sports knowledge than sometimes half of the people in here?
Yeah, good point. You know what? Hold on, wait a minute, because I brought this up on Sunday. If we had Cody Hagan and London Tipton, who would be smarter?
London Tipton.
God no.
Easy.
London Tipton has more.
Easy clap.
It'd be more of a debate that London Tipton might have more knowledge about sports than everyone in this call.
That is true. That you know what? That's
Holy smokes!
Yeah, London Tipton knows more about sports than us idiots up here.
Four idiots.
Understandable. Have yourself a good day.
Oh, 8 still.
All right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule joining us here this evening. Jacob, go ahead and take us home.
Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, safe to say this month is just getting us the amount of the crazies, and we know it's going to get crazier because with the NBA just about to get ready to give us the curtain call in the regular season, and of course the NHL is about to do that as well, and of course not only that, with the F1 kicking off their circus as well. Well, safe to say it's going to be a lot of fun as well. And we're just 9 days away from opening day in Major League Baseball. It's going to be a lot of fun as well. But not only that, of course, like we said, the madness has begun. With the first four already fighting it out as well to see who's going to be fighting in the tournament later on this week. And trust me when I say this, you don't want to miss out on any of all this awesome action. And that's just in the month of March. Safe to say, this year might be a very interesting year for all our sports fans around this blue marble. And if you don't want to miss out on what we might have in mind for the rest of this year, because we won't stop and we will never stop until we have to. And if you want to be subscribed, if you want to listen to all this stuff, then please do us all a favor and subscribe to the VW Sports Podcast channel here on our YouTube channel. And if you like what you saw from episode 166 of the podcast, then do us all a favor and like this video and share it across all social media platforms. That being, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Blue Sky. We don't touch Instagram and TikTok for two reasons. One, Instagram is too toxic even for us. And two, TikTok as well. TikTok. And you want to be notified when we go live not only with VW Sports Podcast, but with the Turn of Happy Hour, which is every Sunday and every Tuesday, 6 Eastern, 3 Pacific on our YouTube channel. Then do us all a favor and hit the bell. And you'll be notified when we go live. Until then, for our boys, the madness is starting to kick up, and we need to get ready. And for our boy Zach, he's got to keep an eye on the grade A because he's 8 goals away, and we're getting closer and closer to the playoffs. And trust me when I say this, it's just about to get heating up. So for our boys Matt, Durock, and Jamal, for our bouncer Zach, for our executive producer Jose, and for from our co-hosts Brandon and Carter. This has been JB. We are signing off. We will see you guys next week for episode 167 of the VW Sports Podcast. And this Sunday.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold it, I'm not done.
What was this?
For episode 9 of Happy Hour. So until then, we hope y'all stay safe and y'all have yourselves a good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. Let me explain what this is.